Hi, in this video, I want to talk about our zoo biome project. This is something I've done every year for quite a few years, so it's not something just for online learning. We would have done this anyway, but I wanted to go through what's required for this project so everyone understands. So on our PowerSchool learning page, this will be at the top once it becomes active tomorrow, you'll see the first introduction box. It's easier if I do different boxes so I can upload different things. So that's why you're just going to have to travel through the boxes for this. So who's in the Zoo Biome Project information box? Okay, it says, please follow the directions carefully that's stated on this sheet. So you're going to want to go to the Biome Project Who's in the Zoo Google Doc. So I'll open that up for you. It's going to look like this. I would print this off or have it handy when you're doing it because the most important thing is to include all the parts. It's easy to do, but you don't want to lose points because you missed something because you didn't read this paper very carefully. Okay, so the idea is we're going to add a park on the east side of Green Bay that wants to add a zoo. And they're accepting proposals for the best zoo design that will attract the most visitors and create real-life ecosystem. So some years we've done this with a partner, but you're going to do this by yourself. We'll give you plenty of time, so it should not be that much work for you. So just on your own. Okay, so our proposal, you want to have 4 large habitat areas or biomes. So 4 different biomes. Okay, and you're going to use a map to show those 4 biomes. One of them may be aquatic. Don't do 2 aquatics, but if you want to do an ocean or a freshwater, that is fine, but just do 1. Each habitat must contain 2 major animals as the main attractions. Animals should be exciting for visitors. And each habitat must have at least 3 plants living within it. They either be used for the animal for shelter, maybe for food or both, or maybe decorative. Okay. Each habitat needs an educational display for visitors to read about the animals, plants, and the biome. So usually when you go to a zoo, you see a little plaque and it tells you about the animals. So you're going to do that as well. So you're going to do this in Google Slides. Okay, your first slide is going to be a title slide. You could come up with a creative name for your zoo if you wish. You put your name on it, first and last name, and your class period. Please make sure you include all 3 of those things. Okay, the next slide then should be a map slide. It should include your 4 different biomes with the name of the biome. If you want to include the animals and plant in each biome, you could. You do not have to do that on the map if it doesn't fit. You could also add other attractions if you wish. So it really can just be simple as 4 boxes, each with the name of the biome, a picture of the biome, maybe not even a picture. You can make it look like a map with some little paths or some symbols. I'll show you one example of a project and what else you could do with this map slide. The rest of the slides then are going to be the educational display slides. And you're going to do this for each of your biomes. So you're going to do it for each of the 4 biomes. So you're going to have a number of slides. Okay, you could do it so you have 1 slide with both of your animals, or 2 slides, 1 slide for each animal, however you want to do it, however is going to fit. You could do 1 slide with all 3 of your plants, 1 slide with the overview and where it's located. Okay, so you want to have 2 animals. On those animals, you want to include the following information for each animal: a picture of that animal, where it's from, the country or region, if it's endangered or not. Is it endangered or not endangered? And 2 interesting facts about that animal. Then you want to have 3 plants, include a picture of the plant and 2 interesting facts about each plant. They can be pretty short, but some fact about the plant. Another slide would be a brief overview of the biome's climate. You can include high and low temperatures, how much precipitation or rainfall it gets, and 1 other interesting fact. Maybe it's the largest biome, maybe it's the coldest biome, something like that. And then where the biome is found in the world. So the easy way to do this is find a map of the world and colored in that biome. You'll find that easily in a lot of the research, they'll have those pictures of the map. You can just copy and paste that into your slide. You don't have to make that yourself. And then the last slide should be a reference slide that includes your website links that you went to. Okay, you're going to upload this into the Biome Project discussion box, and I'll show you that in a minute. I do have some references here. There are a couple databases you can use. You can use these links. Also some websites. There are some website links right on the chapter 15 that I'll show you so you can use those instead of just a Google search. Okay. The rubric then is also available in the box. This is how we're going to grade you on it. So your map, that it has the habitats, your animals, your plants, that it's creative. Okay. So even just listing the name of your animals and plants in there would be fine, or a little picture, or at least that we can see them in the educational displays. Okay. The more you can put on your map, the better. Educational displays, again, what I just went through. Abiotic factors, that just means the precipitation, that kind of thing, okay, that I just went through on the educational slide part. Okay, here's your pictures, your sources, name and title on your project. So all of those get points. All right, so there was the zoo grading rubric right there. So those 2 links are there. Here are the project links. You can just click on those to get a lot of good information. And here is where you can upload your project. Click on this link down here, create a new post, and then upload your Google slide presentation. I prefer it this way instead of email. If for some reason you can't get this work, email is okay, but please try to upload it here. I can see it all in one place, and it's much easier that I don't miss that you turned it in. So please try to upload it on this link. This is all going to be due next week, Monday, March 30th by midnight. So the end of the day on Monday, March 30th. So we're not going to give you additional work to do on Wednesday or Thursday/Friday, depending on what day you meet. So we're going to give you those 2 class days plus the weekend to work on this. So there won't be any additional notes. You can just work on this project. You will have to check in on your day that we have class. I'll just do a simple daily question just so you check in, but there'll be no other work. Okay, so hopefully that's clear. All right, real quick before we finish, here's just one example of a project that was turned in last year. Again, they weren't real creative with the name. I'd maybe do a little bit better name. You could put your last name here and it would just be you. You're not going to have a partner. And then your class period. And you could do some other kind of picture, whatever you choose there. This is a really basic map. So you can see we have the 4 areas. They didn't list their animals or plants. You could add that in. Just list the name, or if you want to add a little picture, you could do that. But you can kind of see it just gives an overview of your zoo, what the biomes are going to be, and they added a few extra things. Again, this is pretty simple. You can keep it simple like this. Some people have done much more elaborate things, just depending on how much time you want to take, but you should have some basic map. And then after that, we have our different slides. So here's our tropical rainforest slide. Some people have chosen pictures of a rainforest in the background. That would be fine. We got our abiotic factors here, the interesting facts. Here's the map showing where the rainforests are located. Here they did each slide with an animal, 1 per slide. They could maybe put both of them together. It's up to you where it lives, if it's endangered or not, and then the facts about it. So, and they've got the picture. So that's a perfect setup there. Again, they could have put them together if you wanted. Here are the plants. Again, we have the picture and the 2 facts about each one. Okay. And then they went on and they did the same thing for all of their form biomes. So they color-coded it here. So we have the desert, the grasslands, the tundra. Okay, they got their plants. Here they've switched to, we've got 2 pictures of the little Ermie here. And then they have their sources page at the end. Okay, so that is the basic format. You're welcome to be creative. Do it a little bit differently, but that is the key information that you need to have. Okay, and again, it is all due on Monday, March 30th, and you should upload it here. If you have any questions, please let me know through email, but hopefully that's clear. Please follow the directions on that biome project paper. Okay, this is really what we're looking for, so please print that off or have that handy when you start working on it. All right, have a good rest of your day. Hope this video helped.